World Hypnosis Day is this Saturday, so there's no better way to celebrate than with the star hypnotist behind Vegas's longest running comedy hypnosis show.
Joining us this morning with Hypnosis Unleashed is Kevin Lepine. Good morning, Kevin.
Good
How are you
morning.
doing?
Thank you so much for having me on.
It's a pleasure to have you. First of all, before the first, are we actually on the show right now, or are we sitting in an audience and you've hypnotized us?
Does it really matter as long as you're having fun?
Yeah.
That's a good way to talk about
Yeah.
it. Okay, with that in mind, Hypnosis Unleashed. What is the show like? What can people experience when they're there?
So Hypnosis Unleashed, my goal is I'm going to bring you up on stage. I'll get about 10 or 12 volunteers, and I'm going to keep the best 4 or 5. It only takes us about 3 or 4 minutes to get to those best few people, and I want to make you look like a star. If you come up there on stage, I believe I owe you a good time. Because the whole audience may not know who you are, but they all know, oh my God, that could have been me. So if I hypnotize you, I make sure you're having fun, and I make you look like a star, you're going to have a great time. The audience is going to have a great time.
Right.
We're all going to have a lot of laughs. But if I can get the audience to laugh with you, we're all going to have a great time doing it.
So how does hypnosis kind of play into where people can sort of use it to really improve their lives to some degree?
So a lot of people have misconceptions, like as soon as I hypnotize you, you're automatically going to do these things, which would be awesome, but it doesn't work that way. What it does is it just helps you focus on what you want to focus on. And we've all done it. You're laying in bed, you have that moment, you kind of pop up because it feels like you're falling.
Yeah.
Or you're driving and you know you were focused on the road. You know, because you were right in your neighborhood, you know you were focused on the road. But did you stop at that last stop sign?
Yeah. That left is.
Yep.
Yeah.
That it's, you know you're focused, but the only thing you're focused on is getting home.
Right.
And with hypnosis, it's not I'm gonna give you that magic 6-pack.
Right.
If it was that, I'd be a billionaire.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, I know.
Question.
I know. I'm trying. I just haven't gotten it there.
With that in mind, with the hypnosis thing, I'm sure you hear the same like familiar sounds like, he's never going to hypnotize me. I can't be hypnotized. Can anyone be hypnotized?
If you've ever fallen asleep at night, you've passed through the stage of hypnosis. If you've ever woken up in the morning, you've passed through it again. You know that moment, you're laying in bed, you're right in between asleep and awake, and you can hear something going on in the house, and it's something that's supposed to be happening, whether it's your spouse in the kitchen or the sound of the washing machine running. You hear it clearly, but you're not moving at all. It's that right there. It's that moment of comfort. It's that moment of relaxation. Like with eating, I can't hypnotize you not to eat, but I can hypnotize you to eat slower. When you eat slower, you eat less. Plus, I can hypnotize you to focus on foods you like. There are things that are healthy you enjoy. If you tell me I could live to be 100 by eating broccoli, we're going to have a problem. I'll eat raw carrots all day long.
Yeah.
And that's what hypnosis can do. It just will help you focus on, you know what, instead of going for that candy bar, I'm going to go for that piece of fruit
it's like
instead.
an assist.
Yes.
Cool.
And it just helps you keep that brain pattern to think about what you enjoy.
Yeah.
Well, we've been talking about it for a little bit. I think it's time we maybe put this into practice. So what are we doing this morning?
So these are some of my favorite things. Everybody's seen that old Hollywood cliche, you're getting sleepy.
Look into my eyes.
Yeah. But honestly, if I tell you to watch this, you're just going to get dizzy.
Yeah.
So what this came from is it just shows how your mind and body work together. So when you're holding it in your thumb and finger, and if you just think the words, don't intentionally move it, but think the words left and right. Just stare at it and imagine it was swinging from left to right. And now all that's happening, I know it feels really weird because you're not intentionally moving it. You don't feel your fingers moving. But as you think about it, your mind is saying, okay, I'm focusing on this thought. Now imagine it was going in a circle. Just think around and around. And what your mind is doing is as you're focusing on it, your mind is saying, I want this to happen.
Whoa.
So you don't feel your fingers moving.
Now put cash in my pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine $100.
Yep. So imagining $100 doesn't work, but imagining what you can do to get there does. But it also shows you that if you focus on something, We're gonna make it happen.
Oh my goodness! I am so
Oh, it's okay. We got more of those.
Does that bad, son?
No, not at all. It means you were focusing on something else and you lost focus on your fingers.
That's
Totally fine.
Oh my goodness!
I'm seeing over here. That was terrifying,
I don't know
Jess.
what happened.
Actually,
I
Jess,
don't know.
that wasn't
The
you.
shattering.
He was focusing on your pendulum
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
shot it across the room.
Thanks, Elliott.
Yeah.
Okay, well, no, that wasn't me.
Yeah.
Wow,
Which
that was
wasn't
crazy.
hypnosis, that
Wow.
was telekinesis.
I feel warm.
Yeah.
I feel very warm right now.
You catch your breath. You guys can catch Hypnosis Unleashed Tuesday through Saturday at 9 p.m. inside the Four Queens Hotel and Casino. And for all the info, and to get your tickets, visit VegasHypnosisShow.com.